हेलो एवरीवन, आई एम अनिमेश, द हेड कन्वीनर ऑफ दिस सीजन और आज हमारे साथ हैं अमीशा. She has recently completed her graduation from NIT Allahabad and have grabbed a full-time opportunity at Salesforce. तो आज हम बात करेंगे इनकी पूरी जर्नी के बारे में. So before I will start, I will request Amisha to please introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Amisha Agarwal. I am working as a software to be precise. I completed my graduation from NIT Allahabad in Electronics and Communication Engineering in 2021, and I was the head of literary club in my college. Apart from that, I'm an avid reader and a traveler. That's all about me.
Okay. So how you got selected in Salesforce?
So, in my final year, so I submitted my resume to GHCI. So GHCI is a conference of students, professionals, and leaders, and there they those resumes they are referenced by recruiters. So if they like your resume, they directly mail you. So got a mail from the Salesforce recruiter, and from there the process started.
हाँ, दैट्स ग्रेट. सो आप प्लीज ये भी साथ में शेयर करेंगे कि आपने आपकी जो कोडिंग जर्नी थी आपने ये कैसे शुरू किया था, लाइक व्हेन यू वर इन द फर्स्ट ईयर. तो क्या मोटिवेट किया था कि आपने इस जर्नी को स्टार्ट किया एंड फाइनली यू ग्रैब्ड एन अपॉर्चुनिटी एट सेल्सफोर्स.
So I started my coding journey quite late. I was a student of EC, so I explored the branch completely. I was quite into embedded systems and robotics and Internet of Things. Then, by the end of my second year, when students get time to prepare for their internships, so that time I got into the interview round of Google Women Tech Makers. So that was kind of a motivating point for me to apply for a software career. So in those 2 months, I had clear basics of data structures and algorithms, but yeah, I did not have very good coding skills. So I prepared for 2 months there, and then I got an internship. So after that, in my final year, um, I had a PPO, and then after that, I got to know about Algozenith from a friend who had taken this course. So I really liked the course skeleton, and then I prepared for 4 to 6 months with Algozenith. So that was the point where my data structures and algorithm skills got stronger, I feel. And yes, so that's where I got some confidence that now I should apply for some software companies, specifically software companies. And yes, that's all.
ओह, दैट्स रियली नाइस. इनफैक्ट पूरे एजेड कम्युनिटी को आप पे प्राउड है दैट
Thank
यू
you.
ग्रैब्ड
Thank you,
एन
Aniwesh.
अपॉर्चुनिटी. तो मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि जो पूरा प्रोसेस था वो कैसे था, लाइक कोडिंग राउंड्स जो थे वो कितने कोडिंग राउंड्स हुए एंड आप इसके बारे में प्लीज डिटेल्स में बताइए.
Uh-huh. So I got that mail from my recruiter in around January. Then after that, I had a coding round in February. So in that coding round was it had three questions that had to be solved in 1 hour 15 minutes, and so I could solve two plus questions there. And after that, I had interviews that started in March. The three interviews I had in March, and the fourth one I had in April. So the three interviews they were back to back, so that was quite tiring for me. So one of them was a coding round only, but I had to explain my solution to the interviewer, and the interviewer also asked me to code it. And then after that, the like my second interview, I would say, so it had coding questions as well, and some object oriented programming, some operating systems questions, and DBMS questions as well. And then finally, the third interview in March, that was a hiring manager round. So and the fourth one, the final one, that was also a hiring manager round, which happened in April. So I can explain each and every one in detail. So what happened in my first interview, So I was asked, one was a bit simple question that was on the implementation of STL, and another question was a tweak in graphs, breadth first search of graphs. And the interviewer was quite happy with my coding skills, that I was able to solve that quite easily. Then after that, the second interview, that was back to back also. So I was asked a question in like trees only, like mirror. I had to establish if a tree is the mirror of a given tree or not. Then the interviewer asked me some scheduler questions, so scheduling algorithms, round robin, and all that, first come first serve, that questions. And so after that, she asked me some some DBMS questions. So since DBMS was not in my core curriculum, so I was able to answer the basics of it. And I told the interviewer that I did not have it in my curriculum, so she did not intrigue a lot about it. Then there were some object oriented programming questions. Then the third interview, that was quite a long interview, I would say. So it went on for about 1 hour. So there were questions on classes and objects, two questions on like system design and classes and objects. um, then the interviewer had gone through my resume thoroughly, and he asked me situational questions as well, that whatever positions of responsibility I had written, so I had to explain it, and on that basis the interviewer gave me some situations as well, and also about the projects which I had done and the internship which I did at the end of my third year. There were questions related to that as well. So I was a bit exhausted by the end of the interview, since all the three interviews were back to back. Then after more than a month, I heard from Salesforce again, and then I had an HR, hiring manager, round, and that was also of 1 hour. So again, the interviewer asked me some system design classes and objects questions, like an implementation of chess or movie booking system, such questions, and then some object oriented programming questions. And then the interviewer asked me to just open my ID and share my screen, and asked me to implement stacks. So I was able to do that quite easily. So the interviewer was happy that I did not hesitated and was able to implement it early. Then there were some questions like, why would I like to join Salesforce, and that being an EC, being a like I had my graduation EC, right? So how would I be able to cope up with the IT uh, experience? So all these questions were there. And then after the fourth interview, uh, a day after, I got my confirmation from Salesforce. So I got a call from HR, like congratulating me that I had been selected, and then a detailed mail regarding my compensation and other things. Yeah.
दैट्स रियली ग्रेट। आपकी जर्नी काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंस्पायरिंग है। Being from EC background, you grabbed opportunity at Salesforce. So my next question is, आप अपने जूनियर्स को क्या सजेस्ट करेंगे?
I feel, anyways, that in order to like, if you have a dream, or you uh, want to implement it, you want to implement your goal, you want to achieve your goal, firstly you need to have discipline. For example, if you're solving 4 to 5 questions daily, DS algo, okay, so do it very consistently. That, okay, you will solve 4 to 5 questions and put your brain there only, do not get distracted. And one thing is like, students, they get demotivated if they are not able to solve any question. But if you are not able to solve any question, that means that it has some opportunity for you to learn. So it is very important to upsolve any question. So if you are not able to solve a question, for example, if you're giving any contest on code forces or code chef, so If you're not able to solve any question, just absolve it, like what all techniques were used in solving it, go through the discussion and get to know its solution. So the next time when you are facing any question, you are equipped with more skills to solve the question. And then I would like to say that I started my coding journey quite late, as I said. But students these days, they are aware and they have time. So I would say that there is no need to be worried. If you're putting in efforts, you will definitely get the fruit of it. So yeah, that's all I want to say. And also, if anybody has any doubts, they can reach me on LinkedIn.
Yeah, thanks. Like there are some questions from the
Yeah.
audience. So the first question is from Twinkle. I think we have already answered uh, these questions. तो how to prepare for coding rounds? आपने already share कर दिया इसके बारे में.
Huh.
Which platforms did you use for practice?
Okay. So I was completely dependent on Algozenith. So I used to solve the questions, like, for example, if there was one topic covered, let's say binary search, or let's say graphs. So the content is such that there are some questions given to us for practice, and then there is a detailed test every 2 weeks of it. So I was more inclined towards completing my course, uh, rather than going to other platforms. But other than that, I used to solve questions on CodeChef mainly. And after that, when I had completed my course, I used to solve lead code questions.
या दैट्स ग्रेट. और अगर आप एजेड के क्वेश्चंस को थोरोली फॉलो कर रहे हैं या एजेड के करिकुलम को फॉलो कर रहे हैं, सो वेयर एजेड इज फोकसिंग इज प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, जो
Exactly.
प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग के बेसिक्स वे होते हैं, सो वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन दैट पार्ट. सो आई थिंक एजेड curriculum is the best, but you may look for other
Definitely.
opportunities too. Okay, so how to the next question is which platform sorry, which women specific programs should I apply if I am in pre final year? I want an internship. If I am from Tier 3 college, will I be shortlisted? So I think
um
Amisha ने already off campus opportunity ही grab किया था. So it depends upon your resume. Will you please answer this question?
Yeah, yeah. So there are a lot of opportunities which are being presented before pre-final, final year undergrads. So there is a detailed list, and you can get, like, if you search for such opportunities, there are groups on Facebook where you get the update notification for such programs. For example, there are many, I would say there are many through which companies hire as well. So if you go through some medium articles, or some such type of notifications, then you will get to know that there are a lot of programs that companies are organizing. And for reference, I will also share some links to Aniwesh, who will put them in comments in this video, and you can go through them.
या थैंक यू सो मच. एंड इसके अलावा एजेड पे एक और एजेड के यूट्यूब चैनल पे एक ऑलरेडी सेक्शन अपलोड हो रहा है दैट्स फ्रॉम याशिका. तो दोज हु आर लुकिंग फॉर वुमेन स्पेसिफिक प्रोग्राम आई विल सजेस्ट काइंडली चेक आउट दोज वीडियोज टू. Okay, now the next question is I try to solve code forces question, but got stuck easily and get demotivated. What should be my
Um,
approach?
so, Pooja, as I said, that what you can do is don't get demotivated. So you are in pre-final year, and still you have a lot of time for your placements. So, um, so one should not think that after campus placements the opportunities end. So if even if you are applying for it late, it's never too late for you, right? Eventually, if you're working hard, you will get your dream job. So your approach should be to upsolve the questions. It is very, very important that you upsolve the questions which you are not able to solve. So you will get to know a lot of new techniques to solve questions, and next time when you see it, you will be able to solve it in lesser time, and you will be more confident as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think we have no more questions left. So thank you so much everyone for joining this session. And if you have any doubt, feel free to connect us on LinkedIn. I have already posted the LinkedIn ID of Amisha in description. So go there and check. And don't forget to subscribe our channel and share this video with your friend, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर आप उनको शेयर करोगे तो ये उनके लिए भी काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेटिव होगा. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Bye.
Thank you.